How much time do I have?
I don't know.
Today, we're breaking down the most brutal and intense fight scenes from Jack Reacher. From the bone-crushing prison yard brawl to the devastating hardware store takedown, we'll analyze the raw power and military precision behind each memorable fight. These aren't just random action sequences. They're masterclasses in combat choreography that showcase why Reacher has become television's most imposing action hero. The complexity of staging Reacher's fight scenes begins with careful choreography that honors the character's military background. As a former military police major, Reacher combines multiple combat disciplines: Army combatives, boxing, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The show's stunt coordinator worked extensively with military consultants to ensure each movement reflects Reacher's training and experience. Unlike traditional Hollywood action, which often prioritizes spectacle over realism, Jack Reacher takes a more grounded approach, focusing on efficiency, brutal effectiveness, and strategy. Let's begin with the prison yard confrontation from Season 1. This scene established the show's commitment to visceral combat. 4 inmates surround Reacher, each armed with makeshift weapons. The choreography here is particularly notable for several reasons. First, Reacher's initial stance, slightly sideways, hands relaxed but ready, demonstrates his professional training. He's already analyzing angles and creating space before the first punch is thrown. The moment his attackers make their move, he responds with calculated precision. The execution of this scene reveals Reacher's tactical approach. Rather than engaging all opponents simultaneously, he methodically positions himself to handle them one at a time. This is a classic military strategy, reducing threats efficiently without exposing himself to unnecessary danger. The sound design deserves special mention. Every impact lands with crushing authenticity. Richson's movement shows Reacher's efficiency. There are no wasted motions, no flashy techniques. Each strike is designed to neutralize his opponents with maximum effect, whether through breaking limbs or rendering them unconscious instantly. Season 2 elevated the intensity with the hardware store confrontation. This scene demonstrates Reacher's ability to use environmental weapons to his advantage. The fight choreography incorporates power tools and building materials, turning everyday objects into devastating weapons. The sequence required 3 days of filming and multiple camera setups to capture the brutal choreography from optimal angles. The way Reacher adapts to his environment is a hallmark of his fighting style. Military combat training emphasizes improvisation, and this scene is a perfect example of that philosophy in action. He uses shelves for cover, tools as weapons, and even the store's layout to funnel opponents into vulnerable positions. The fight is not just about brute force, it's about leveraging every advantage available. The cinematography plays a key role here, favoring wide shots that allow the audience to fully grasp the space and intensity of the fight. Unlike action sequences that rely on shaky cam to create artificial energy, Jack Reacher allows its choreography to shine through clear, controlled cinematography. One of the most technically impressive sequences occurs in Season 2's warehouse fight. This scene demonstrates Reacher's proficiency in close-quarter combat. The choreography here is particularly noteworthy for its incorporation of military-style joint locks and throws. The production team worked with former Special Forces operators to ensure the techniques remain true to military training protocols. Reacher's approach in this scene is relentless. He systematically dismantles his enemies with precise strikes, leveraging their momentum against them. This sequence also highlights an essential element of Reacher's fighting style: psychological warfare. His sheer presence and confidence unnerve his opponents before the fight even begins. He doesn't just fight with his fists, he fights with his mind. This psychological dominance is part of what makes him such an imposing figure. In real military and law enforcement training, controlling an opponent's mental state is just as important as physical combat skills, and Jack Reacher portrays this aspect brilliantly. The diner fight from Season 1 stands out for its brutal efficiency. This scene showcases Reacher's ability to end confrontations quickly. The choreography emphasizes his predictive fighting style. He anticipates his opponent's moves based on their body language and positioning. This is a skill honed from years of combat training where reading an enemy's intentions can mean the difference between life and death. Another impressive aspect of this scene is the way the production team handled sound design. The impact of fists against flesh, the crash of bodies against tables, and the subtle environmental noises all contribute to the immersion. The sound design team created specific impact sounds for different surfaces. Flesh, wood, and metal all have distinct acoustic signatures that enhance the scene's realism. The Parking Garage Brawl, a masterclass in cinematic choreography. Season 2's parking garage sequence pushes the boundaries of television action choreography. This extended fight scene required specialized lighting techniques to maintain visibility while preserving the location's shadowy atmosphere. The stunt team spent 2 weeks rehearsing this sequence, incorporating multiple fighting styles and weapon types. The scene's complexity required careful planning to maintain continuity across numerous takes. One unique element of this scene is how it plays with verticality. The multiple levels of the garage are utilized to create a dynamic fight, with Reacher using his surroundings to control positioning and limit his opponent's movement. There's an element of tactical strategy here. Just like in military operations, controlling the high ground and using cover effectively can turn the tide of a fight. Season 2's bar fight scene demonstrates the evolution of the show's combat presentation. The choreography incorporates elements from previous encounters while introducing new techniques. This scene particularly showcases Reacher's improvisation skills, as he adapts his fighting style to the confined space and multiple opponents. The production team used specialized camera rigs to capture the action from dynamic angles while maintaining clarity. Filming these sequences requires extensive safety protocols. The production team employs multiple safety officers and medical personnel on set during fight scenes. Special padding and protective gear are concealed beneath costumes, and impact zones are carefully planned to minimize risk while maintaining the scene's brutal appearance. This level of detail ensures that the fights feel real while keeping the cast and stunt performers safe. The show's approach to fight scene photography deserves special attention. The cinematography team uses a combination of Steadicam and fixed camera positions, allowing viewers to follow the action clearly. This technique contrasts with the rapid cut style common in many modern action productions. The result is more immersive combat sequences that showcase the choreography's technical precision. The production's commitment to practical effects over CGI enhancement adds to the authenticity of these scenes. While some visual effects are used to enhance impact moments or remove safety equipment, the majority of the action is captured in camera. This approach contributes to the show's grounded, realistic feel despite the heightened nature of the combat. And there you have it, a deep dive into the most brutal fight scenes from Jack Reacher. Be sure to subscribe for more breaking news about your favorite shows and stars. Let us know in the comments which fight scene you think showcases Reacher's combat skills best. And don't forget to watch our next video shown on screen. Thanks for watching.